Okay, this is a meeting of the Town of Norton Zoning Board of Appeals for September 10. This was noticed to the public to participate either in person or by Zoom, and the Zoom information was published as well. We have a couple things on the agenda tonight. One of them, the second item, I think, is going to be, no, the first item is going to be continued. First item is 30, wait a minute. I have last month's agenda in front of me. That's not good. Let me get on the right page and the right day. The first item continued from our last meeting is 0 Elm Street, 47 Riverworks, Inc. And a representative is here tonight. Can you just introduce yourself for the record?
Yes, sir. Nick Kelling from Level Design Group, representing the applicant.
Thank you. And for the record, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, we continued this last time because the applicant had to go to the planning board for a special permit. I know I have the decision. It's not the signed decision, but I understand the final decision. Applicant got the planning board special permit, correct?
Correct, as well as the special permit for the Water Resource District.
Okay. But I think we had continued it because we knew planning board was coming up, and we elected as a group to let them have their say first. So what questions were remaining, Mr. Tenore? With me is Jim Tenore, Nick Ferguson, and Tom Noel, and Brian Carmichael is our...
Just joining us.
Mr. Bailey, our new building commissioner. Not so new. He's been worn in by now, I guess.
I actually don't have my notes
Okay.
from last week. So
Fair enough.
I came.
Let me
Right,
ask the
yeah,
applicant then, what occurred in the planning board session? We have the decision here. I printed it out if you want to see it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I personally wasn't at the planning board meetings, but basically they were, amendable to the proposal. They liked the idea of the duplex. They didn't see any issues with either special permit, one being the duplex use and the other being the amount of fill that we're bringing in and removing from the site in the Water Resource District. The big main changes that we did were we removed the well. We're going to be using town water, like we spoke before. Not pertinent to the planning board, but we are separating the two Title V systems. That was a Board of Health recommendation. It'll be 2 leach fields, which we're working out with them. For zoning board, I submitted this plan that has some highlighted dimensions. I know we wanted to add some more dimensions on the side yards,
This is the plan, just for the record, dated August 28, 2025?
Correct. The only difference between the one that is on the screen and that exact one is the dimensions are highlighted, because I know the plan is a bit busy, so it was just easier for everyone to see.
We were searching, hunting, and pecking for them last time.
Exactly, yep.
And I thought we didn't have one of the dimensions or
the back
something. If
porch.
I remember, it was one of them.
The rear dimension was to the building, and you
Wanted it to the back porch.
need it to the back patio, because
Yep.
that's the closest
And that's
permanent
here
structure.
on the August 28th plan. It shows
is.
it at, can't read it, 55.4.
Correct.
And 60.3.
Yep.
Still well within the setback, but
So the only reason this is before us, I think, is that it's an undersized lot. In an R60, the fact that this is a duplex, means they had to get a special permit, which they did, or is in process of being finalized anyway. And our bylaw says, however, that for a 2-family residential, the square footage is supposed to be 80,000 square feet, not just 60.
Yep.
So I think for us, it's a question of undersized lot. Instead of the 80,000, it is
40,511 square feet.
Thank you. And we had questioned last time the issue of hardship, which is part and parcel of what we have to do for variance relief. I think we also said if we grant variance relief, we'd also have to make a finding, as this is a alteration to a pre-existing. Well, actually, it's not existing, is it, as a residential?
It's not.
So maybe we don't make a finding there. What hardship can we point to on this parcel?
I mean, the three are lot shape, topography, and soils. Obviously, lot shape, it's a fairly normal shaped lot. There's no crazy bends or anything, just that it's undersized for the use. Even though there are some other, I think we pointed out in the last meeting, there's some smaller parcels that have more units on them. I can pull that up if need be. Topography, it's, that would be one of the hardships that we were looking for, just due to the amount of fill that we would need to bring in, and changes to the overall topography of the site. And then soils themselves, we'd have to remove a fair amount of deleterious material, and then to bring in clean fill and to make the site more, amendable to stormwater practices and livability.
I think there was some reference by the gentleman who appeared here last time as to runoff and some street swales, if that's the right word.
Correct. Yeah, that kind of goes with the topography of how the whole site itself there takes runoff from Elm Street. It kind of flows to that back wetland. For this is going to, eliminate runoff going through the property, but more running along in the gutter and then around the side of the property back to the wetlands.
So is that the hardship question? What do we, how do you feel about that, members? I mean, they could put a single family residence on this parcel, and they're asking to put essentially two, a duplex. It's an undersized lot for either use, I guess. This increases the need for a variance because duplex requires more space. Is that a hardship that we can find? There's been a general policy shift to encourage more housing units in this town and every other town, due to cost and crowding. I don't know if that's a hardship that can be cited in this case for zoning variance. Comments, questions, Nick or Jim? Mr. Bailey, yeah.
If they were to build a single-family home, they would not need the variance because they could use the single lot exemption, 50 feet of frontage, 5,000 square feet, not held in common ownership. So they could by right skip this process and move forward with that on the undersized lot provision through the state.
Because it was owned at the institution of zoning?
Because
Not following.
the single lot exemption in Massachusetts allows for a lot that was legally created at the time of zoning, has 50 feet of frontage,
Yep.
which they meet,
And
5,000 square feet, have it, and not held in contiguous ownership or common control with a abutting parcel, which I don't believe this was. Even if it was, with the new law, they have over 10,000 square feet, they would still be allowed to build a single-family home on this lot without ZBA or board permission. So that is an option to them if this does not go the way they're looking for.
new state statute says that.
Yes.
We have a small lot section.
Which
Go ahead.
somewhat mirrors the state statute, but 40A, I believe it's section 6, says no lot was created legally and meets those three provisions can be taken.
I'm looking for ours.
Right after the
Yeah, table.
dimensional table, I believe.
Yep. 175, 6.3. Vacant lot having at least 50 feet and 5,000 square feet lawfully laid out by a recorded plan or deed prior to adoption of zoning in 1974 and not adjoining any other commonly. Usually we take this out in the question of merged lots, but that's not this case. You're right though, that does give an out, that it falls under that exception. So that makes the question more significant maybe. What hardship can the applicant rely on? Could our decision rely on? I mean, if we turn this down, the applicant could build a single-family
Cut the
residence.
duplex in half and build a home, probably within 30 days.
Well, I'm sorry.
Most likely within, once they permit it and everything.
Right.
They can be building it.
Council has said that we need to find a hardship in cases where variance is requested. I mean, the applicant's already done a lot on the planning board side and got the special permit, but does this mean that we shouldn't grant the variance? I'm just asking out loud for discussion and questions.
No, I had asked this question in the last meeting, hardship. Not gonna lie, I'm struggling with it. The planning board's decision does weigh, right? So they did approve it based on everything, and I think they have, when I asked when I got in if we had that other report that I had found out, they had some additional information brought to their attention regarding the environmental, and they still approved it. So, I mean, I'm struggling with the hardship. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, as am I. When you think about it, getting two residences, I suppose, is more lucrative than getting a single
One.
residence, I assume.
And I think, with the hardship, like we're talking about it, topography and soils, it's, in conjunction with the neighborhood, the amount of multifamilies that are over there on undersized lots as well. And that, it fits in with the neighborhood. It's adding more taxable property and income down to the town, increasing the homeowner base. I think it's all like kind of,
I would kind of argue the fitting in with the neighborhood, though, because if you look straight to I know that property very well.
Sure.
If you look straight to the left, they're all single-family homes.
sure. Well,
If you look to the right, there is some, I don't know if you wouldn't call it a duplex, right? You would,
we're saying if we're looking at,
so if
the
you're looking
property.
at your property, right, to the right,
Yes.
kind of goes around the curve a little bit. They're not, I think there's like an apartment, not an apartment building, but there's a multi,
unit,
unit structure to the right. To the left, it's all single family homes. I know.
yeah, because as you can see, that's the subject parcel. There is
Right.
two family, like you're saying, mostly singles.
Mostly singles.
One, but then as we come up in this area, the
Yeah,
12
those two
unit-
right there is where you're pointing exactly. Those are what I'm thinking of.
12 unit, we have a duplex on a lot that's 30,000 square feet, so 10,000 less than what we are. Another two family that's on another 24,000 square.
Yeah,
foot
there is
lot.
one on the corner right there. Used to be the old liquor store.
Yep. And then there's that townhouse complex. I know it's not really close to
Yep.
us, but it's within a mile, so we add it into the neighborhood kind of analysis in that case. And I think that's our argument as a whole. It's not just a single kind of attack. It's more of, this is the hardship for the lot. This is the neighborhood. This is kind of what we're proposing as like a big kind of package.
I do like the idea of doing something with that because that's been a vacant lot for a long time, and I know you have right across the street, not Prairie View, but we have some environmental issues over there. So, I know it's not in my purview to worry about that, but that does bring up some concerns for me. But again, that was presented to the planning board and they approved it, so I'm not going to dwell on it. But the hardship, I mean, if you can build a single family home,
The statute 175.10.3, we read this into the record sometime. It's appropriate where a literal enforcement of the bylaw would involve substantial hardship, financial or otherwise. Where desirable relief may be granted without substantially derogating from the intended purpose of the bylaw.
that could allow us to,
It's pretty broad.
yeah.
We sometimes don't favor relying on that. In this case, the applicant could build a single family and get something out of the property. But this bylaw does allow us to find that there's an economic hardship. Do we have enough information on that? Do you know what the property is expected to sell for once developed? Do you have any?
The applicant is here. I mean, I can ask him, and if he,
Sure. What is your name? Can you come up to the microphone so we? Thank you. Oops.
Oh,
Before I
yeah, don't hurt yourself.
glad I tripped there.
Yeah.
Here. So,
Good. What is your name for the record?
name is Suhas Tade. I'm actually not the current owner, but I'm in the process of acquiring the lot. So I think
Wait, when you just clarify real quick, just that lot or the entire,
just that lot.
just that lot?
Just the
Okay.
parking lot, right? So the way I see it is there is significant amount of work that will be, kind of required to remove the parking lot, right? It's years and years of fill and, like tar. So we have to remove the parking lot, asphalt. So the way I see it is I don't think I'll ever build a single family on it because it just won't be financially, viable. So if I probably will buy it for close to 200K, like the lot itself, and just the construction cost of 300 per square feet doesn't allow me to proceed forward. So I think that's the reality. I wish I could build a single family. It'll come out to be a very nice 1 acre lot, but it just doesn't make sense for the area. It just won't sell.
So let me ask you, let's go back to, so you plan on when you, and this may actually this might sway. So you're planning on taking up all that, because I think in the last meeting we talked about when you did that environmental test, you dug a couple holes and you realized that there's a lot of fill in there,
Right.
right? Is your plan on taking all that out, getting down to good earth, and then bringing fill back in, or what? How is the
I think
plan?
whatever is required, right, to be done.
Okay.
So the main thing is because it's a parking lot, we'll have to take an acre of asphalt out.
Yeah.
And it's years and years of fill. So I think there is a huge cost associated with that part itself.
Okay.
In order to get it ready for construction.
Yep.
The gentleman who testified last month, who presented it last month, said when they dug down, they found all kinds of used
Car parts and
cars,
stuff like
bicycles,
that.
I think he said, and
Correct.
basically whatever was thrown there, and has worked its way down.
And you're going to is the plan, and I'm not holding it to you, but is the current plan to take all that asphalt out that's currently there?
Yes. Plan is to remove it, right?
All that asphalt.
So that we can grade it
Okay.
and kind of have seed and loam, but then there will be two sort of driveways coming on either side.
Yeah, I see
And I
that.
think that's the intent, right? So my intent is to build, like a duplex kind of structure because I don't think single family would make sense for me, right?
No, and I understand that. I get that.
Yeah,
Like,
Just in
you
case
work-
there is any financial hardship kind of aspect, then I think that's that for me.
The statute, the variance bylaw says particular to this property, but not generally others
Right.
in the area. So in my mind, it fits if we accept that economic hardship argument. And if the town wants a structure there, as could be argued, would be better than pavement. I think that's a basis, it's a basis for a finding of variance, necessity, hardship. I think we have to discuss that. I'm not uncomfortable with it.
I've talked a lot, so do you?
No, I mean,
Do-
I'm
do you
still
have
just
anything?
taking it all in, but trying to understand. So
Yeah.
really, we're aiming here, and I'm new, so excuse me, but so we're really aiming towards an economic hardship, essentially, of the single family versus the building a duplex, right? Because,
Yes.
like you said, they could build a single family
Correct.
within 30 days.
But it sounds like economically,
That's not gonna
a
happen.
builder probably wouldn't take that on due to the amount of
Needing to clean up the lot.
clean up the lot. That's what I'm understanding is being said.
Yeah, and to kind
agree.
of add to the, you were asking about the fill. We're going to remove all of like the human transmitted material. So I think I wasn't there for the test pits, but I believe there was a few feet of that fill, like pulling up, all different car parts, bottles, all that, and then underneath that was like really good sand.
Okay.
So we're going to remove all of that poor material and then build up from there. And that's, due to putting the Title V system in, we
Yep.
would have to do that anyways. But I think we're going to just try to make the whole the whole site, be more infiltrate more stormwater, hold loam and seed better. All of those positive outcomes from removing that material.
I like the idea of
I do too.
cleaning that up a little bit. So
And it may be that this lot specifically, as opposed to some other random lot in the area,
right.
needs to have that economic financial reward at the end in order to be developed. I mean, I think that's reasonable, and I'm not bothered by voting on that hardship for the reasons stated by the engineer and the
Potential owner,
would-be
right.
purchaser. But again, it's a judgment call.
Yep. I don't have any more questions. I mean, we've
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not either. I feel comfortable voting.
To our building inspector,
put you on the spot.
do you see any other
Wanted
issues?
to make sure
Yeah,
you had all the
Information.
information on the table. I mean, decision's yours, and
yep.
in or out, it doesn't
Yeah.
change my day.
Yep.
So is there
Request.
a motion to close the public hearing if there are no other well, first, let me ask, is there anybody appearing online to comment favorably or unfavorably on this application?
We are alone.
We are alone? Uh-oh.
There is a
On Zoom.
That's
there's
kind
a
of creepy.
chat on there.
That's kind of creepy, but okay.
Is that a chat that I see
Where?
That's just part of,
At the bottom?
where it says number 1 where chat is?
that's just the AI saying that, hey, I'm transcripting this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There's a record of everything we say now,
Fantastic.
in addition to video.
10 minutes.
Great. Is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make that motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
And all those in favor of closing public comment hearing, Mr. Tenori, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
Mr. Noel votes yes. Now, any further discussion on this application?
No, I feel better after discussing with the would-be applicant, purchaser and the
Yep.
level
I
design.
agree. I think rather than sitting there as a paved lot, subject to people hanging out and throwing things there, I think the town benefits from this being developed, and the proposed owner, intended owner, has given us reasons, so it's good that we asked the question.
Yeah.
I think I'm comfortable with the application as submitted, with the new plan of August 28,
Yep.
with the setback distances drawn in and highlighted. The August 28 plan, not the earlier one that we had looked at. Is there a motion to approve the variance for a construction of a duplex consistent with the special permit rendered by the planning board and consistent with the plan dated August 28, 2025, because of the hardship that's been enumerated.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion? Nope. All those in favor of the motion to grant the variance, Mr. Tenori,
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
And Mr. Noel votes yes as well. Okay.
Thank you very
It's been
much.
a long road for you, but appreciate answering the questions that we have. We have to go by the statute, the bylaw, so we wanted some ground to do that.
Yeah, makes sense.
We'll drop a decision and get it filed, and then of course any abutter has some time to appeal, but after that you're good to go.
Perfect.
Thank you for your help. Do we need any name spellings?
No, his name's on the application.
Yeah,
It
no,
is,
yeah.
okay. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck. I hate making things more complicated than they appear, but, we've got to base our decision on this bylaw, and that's what it says.
Right?
Sorry, what?
It's the world we live in.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right. Let's see if I can find the right agenda. The second item on the agenda is 49 Island Road. Mr. Carmichael received and passed along to us an email asking us to put this off. Remember, we had asked for more particularized plans there, two plans set there. And we thought, and the applicant thought he could get it in time for this meeting, but I guess he had some difficulty. The email asks us to put it off to November, I think it's the 19th, our meeting. But I just reminded Brian today that before we go out that far, we really need an authorization from the applicant to that stating his willingness to ignore the
100-day.
100-day rule, 6,500-day rule, which says we have to start the hearing within 65 days. We did that, and we're supposed to reach a decision within 100 days. So I asked Brian to get the applicant to affirmatively waive that rule, and the section, I think I sent you the section in an email today. I'm going to, if we don't hear tomorrow, I'll email the applicant to follow up.
And I did forward you the email I sent.
Thank you. Thanks. So my suggestion is to put it off to the October meeting, not to the November, because the October, we should still be within the 100 days.
Yep. I'm good with that.
Okay. And we had a discussion off record beforehand. I now have a difficulty with October 15th, Wednesday. So the offline discussion was merely procedural. Could we move the meeting to the day before, which is Tuesday, October 14? You folks can make that Tuesday night 14th meeting?
Yes.
I can as well. I'm going to ask Brian then to, number one, notify the applicant, ask them if they can make the 14th the night before. And also, though, right away, contact the Sun Chronicle tomorrow. You're working tomorrow?
Yeah,
You're always working, right? That's
for the most part.
okay. All right. To contact the Sun Chronicle, they already have the papers and are ready to advertise it for the 15th. But we think we can verbally or by email get the Sun Chronicle just to change the date to the 14th, or, if we have to write to them, we'll do that. So that'll be published for the 14th, not the 15th. And Brian has indicated he could do that. So thank you for rejiggling your schedules.
No worries.
Is there a motion to continue the application address 49 Island Road to October 14, Tuesday night, which is now our next meeting, at which point hopefully we'll have that affirmative release from the applicant and we can continue it then to the November meeting? Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
No further discussion? Mr. Tenori, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
Mr. Noel votes yes as well. Okay. So that's fine. That's continued now to the 14th, and then I'm sure the applicant will follow through and give us that affirmative, yes, you can go beyond the 100 days in the bylaw. And we'll kick it off to November at his request the next time we meet. Thank you for doing that and for working to change the date as well. I just had something personal come up for the 15th that I'd really like to get to. So
Happy to do it.
What is next on the agenda?
I don't see anything but Bill's minutes, meeting.
Did have minutes. I don't know if you guys were.
I did not see them.
I,
They were in the.
They're there.
For the update.
yep.
Oh, I
They're
missed it
there,
then.
but I did not look at them even. I handed in signed copies of the rest of 2024's minutes to Brian, so we can at least get those posted. Can we ask you to look at the minutes that Brian's given us, which is now, what is it, the first 6 months of 2025?
Yeah.
Okay. And they were sent to us, but you'll put them in the next,
Yeah, I'll send them in the next.
Yeah, can you resend them? Because I don't see them.
I,
Yeah, I will.
yeah, I can send them to you too. I know I have them in my file for the night, but I didn't get to them. I'll make sure you guys have them. Well, Nick,
Maybe that's why I didn't look at them, because I never delete anything from here, so it's.
I'll find them.
Yeah.
I'll get them to you. And,
Maybe that's why I didn't look at them.
but I'll ask you to, let's try to
Yep.
review those. What we do is, you can read them over, obviously, and tell us if there are misspellings, but
Here they
the
are.
two board
You know what?
members, we just say approved by committee.
I found them.
Oh, you did? Okay. It's not necessary that all the attendees from the meetings, my understanding is it's not necessary that all the attendees vote on them. We're supposed to get these done really on a month-to-month basis, but there was so much upheaval and many meetings of the planning board, zoning board, and many other town departments. We're trying to catch up. So we are caught up through December of '24. We'll take care of the first ones through 25, the ones that have been compiled next meeting.
I just flagged it, so now I see it.
And we'll make sure Nick has them as well, if you didn't get them before. With that, is there anything else to come before us tonight?
Nice.
Thank you, Nick. We really appreciate you having you on board. The pay is not great, but the prestige and the our appreciation is genuine. There's no prestige either, but our appreciation is genuine. Mr. Bailey.
Crowd, you know.
Yeah, the crowd. Everyone's
Riveting.
interested in us. What else is going on tonight? The Red Sox.
It's like an open mic night.
I don't know if you didn't realize it, but when I walked in, when I made that speech to come up on,
Oh yeah.
when I walked in, I was like, whoa. Because this is why.
This is
When I walked in, it was a full house. I was like,
Oh, that night.
what am I walking into? Because sometimes I don't look at the stuff till I get here.
right.
So I was like, oh no.
And Mr. Bailey, appreciation to you as well for taking the interest you have in this process. And
This all makes my job easier, and having a board that actually follows the rules is fantastic.
we try.
Try to.
You know what's helpful also when if you turn somebody down and it's on that basis that they come to us for an appeal, that's an appeal, I guess. If you have jotted down or could jot down the reason that you rejected,
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's happened yet in your tenure, but
I haven't had any that have come through me. Most of them have been bigger ones where they just go
Right.
automatically to Brian and Paul, and
Right.
they come forward that way. But typically, what I would do is write a denial letter
Great.
stating why I don't believe this fits our bylaw,
yeah,
so that you guys have a little cheat sheet right in front of you as to
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
well, it's
what we're
helpful.
looking at.
That's very helpful. And so if you do that, yeah, pass them along to Brian. And if the applicant then comes to us, we'll have the basis right there.
Normally, I would upload it to Brian's application, so he had it.
Oh,
as
is that
well.
what you
So
do anyway?
That's what I've done in previous towns. Like I said, there hasn't been a lot to
Yeah.
get after here yet. But
Yeah.
Well, for example, Juniper is on for October. Was that wasn't a denial from the building commissioner? I don't know what it's about. I haven't looked
That
at
is a great
it.
question.
Thanks for
Offhand,
asking.
No idea.
I'm not trying to put
asking.
anybody on the spot. I didn't look at it
no, I-
either.
Yeah, I don't remember, if that was from me or from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's unopened up.
Yeah, if
I
I-
saw
if I
it
were to look
today
it
and I
up, I'm sure.
didn't click on it yet. So I'll do that. I did get back on OpenDot.
Me too.
Gov.
Today, this morning.
I don't know what's wrong with that or me, but
It took me.
Yeah.
I think I've tried multiple weeks
yeah.
to reset the password.
Yeah.
And
whatever
finally
they're
today,
doing
it
is
sent me
wrong.
the email. I was like, "Oh,
Right,
this
exactly.
is great."
I have touted their product for a long time, and whatever they're doing with this update, I'm not a
Yeah.
fan.
Well, in August is when I first tried to do it, and I had just reset my password because it gave me one of those, your password's getting old, you got to reset it. So I'd reset it the day before. Then I tried to download the new one or whatever, the new system.
Yeah.
And I did it, I clicked on it 4 or 5 times and emails did not come into my
Yeah,
town
that was
email.
happening to me.
Then the next day I checked and there were 4 or 5 emails in my town email from the day before.
And I know at one point they were getting held through the town's firewall.
Yes,
or
that was it.
Quarantine system.
That's it
Well,
exactly.
and the password now is 14 characters. You guys realize that? It's 14 characters. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
So it's the same password with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Couple
Just
exclamation
allow
points,
that
you know.
to- But yeah, with that fluke, maybe they were just getting flooded because they changed everybody over at the same time. I don't know.
And I think between that and then, like I said, obviously we try to filter out the emails here so
Yeah.
we don't get bombarded with
Yeah.
spam. So when it sees all these coming in,
Yes.
just a general message,
Right.
it gets a little touchy.
But Nick, are you on successfully?
I think so. So this is the you would know. I'm in the permanent licensing portion of it.
We can show you how to.
He is, if you're in workflow,
Yeah.
you're in the business mode.
Okay.
If it says portal,
Yeah.
you're in the applicant mode.
Okay. So I've been in both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they
'Cause I
just
think you
filed
were
it. They
in
didn't go
portal
to.
I was in
first.
Florida the first
Once
week.
you
Yeah.
get into that workflow, that's where you want to be, so you can see.
They knew they needed a variance, so they came to us directly. That's fine. Thank you.
You to certain
Yeah, I'll
things
look at
that-
it.
How do you change the view?
It's not the view, it's up in the title block here.
Oh.
So if you're signing in the way you'd normally sign in,
Yeah.
you're probably in the workflow. That means you can adjust things, you can comment, you can.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
add-
okay.
If you go in and you just go in through the website like this.
Oh, I don't.
where it
Yeah,
goes
I
into the
do
portal,
open go. Right.
yeah, so if you go to the portal side, you wouldn't be able to comment. You
Oh,
wouldn't
I
be able
gotcha.
to act on anything. It's just you're there as an applicant.
An applicant. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. You have to find zoning board in the pull down column. It's planning and zoning, I think.
Yeah. No. I just
I
didn't
just save
realize.
it. I just save it up in my
Yeah,
my
mine's
top
saved too.
corner. And,
That's what
Oh, you can do that?
yeah, just make a little shortcut to
As a
it.
favorite.
So
Oh,
when I want
okay.
to get in.
Ah, good to know.
It used to be the first time I ever used this, you could sign in, and until you signed out, it would just keep you logged in. It was beautiful.
But
I
now
go
we
out-
need security.
I go out for inspections, and every 25 minutes of me not using the thing, it logs me
Yeah,
out and
yeah.
makes me log back in. And
Right. Okay. Well, as long as you're on, Nick, because that's where the new stuff gets posted month to month. So when you get the agenda from Brian, you can then get the names of the streets and the applicants and pull them off of open.
Well, be like me and just come in and wing it.
Jim's the wingman. So, with nothing else to come before us, is there a motion to scat?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Yes.
I don't have my watch. So we are standing adjourned.
7:41.
7:41. Wow, good time.
Nice.
Thanks for moving the October 14th. I'll
worries.
talk to you about the date and the applicant and the Sun Chronicle. I mean, just try to do it as soon as you can, so it doesn't get published
So my
and we have to
neighbors
show
put
up
in
2
a
nights,
pool
you know?
About a month ago. So I just
Thank you.
moved to my new house about a month and a half ago, middle of July.